Greetings. Today I want to share with you St. Vincent and the Grenadines 9 morning celebration secret, because many people are just following tradition but do not understand the symbolism of what our ancestors would have left for us. You see, the number 9 is very significant. You see, there's no number higher than 9. You start to count from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you reach 9, you have to start over. That's why 10 is a 1 and a 0, 11 is a 1 and a 1, 12 is a 1 and 2, and so on, okay? So, when it comes to the 9 power, it is you understanding that you have in you a power that you can use to achieve your every desire. So, it's all mystical in nature. It is not religious. Most people think it is a religious thing that the ancestors were referring to when they say that you must wake up at a certain time for 9 mornings before the 25th of December. You see, because I'm in touch with my ancestors, I've implemented the inner sun science and technology to create your reality consciously, and for years I've been teaching it to people all around the world, people who vibrate on the same frequency with me. And so if you're religious and you're superstitious, if you live your life still with the colonial mentality and you accept everything that was given to you by your colonizers and so on, then I don't think you should even be listening to me at this time, because if you're gonna have doubt and you're gonna live your life in guilt and shame and judgment and condemnation and so on, and you're gonna take the Bible to be literal and secular history, then what I'm gonna say would definitely offend you. So I teach the Bible as a book of mind science, okay, and that it must be understood metaphysically and esoterically. It must be understood psychologically. It all have to do with the human psyche. I point you to look inwardly, not outwardly, and I use the inner sun science and technology to create your reality consciously, according to Psalms 84:11, according to Malachi 4:2, according to Matthew 6:6, according to Psalms 4:4, and so on. I can go on and on and on and on and on. I teach that the sun, as in the sun, it parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there's no life and there's no light. And without the human imagination, there's not anything made that was made. And so when you read St. John 1:3, where he says that all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made, that him is not speaking of a man who existed 2,000 years ago. That him is not speaking of a blonde hair, blue-eyed boy. Okay, that him is not speaking of some man all the way from Israel that they tell you is a chosen one. No. You are actually the chosen one. You see, every time you look in the mirror, you're beholding the image of God, but you don't really realize it because you've been taught to look for a God outside of yourself. So for 9 mornings, I've been teaching people all around the world how to activate inside of themselves a power, okay? And so I make it exclusive only for people who are part of my Patreon community, okay? Because, most people don't believe the truth about money when the Bible says that money answers all things. The only thing they could quote is that the love of money, okay, and they misunderstand it. Because, you see, if you don't have self-love, you don't have self-knowledge, you don't have high self-esteem, you do not know who you are, and you're chasing after money, that love for that money, you'll do anything for it. But when you understand energy, vibration, and frequency, and you understand that money is energy, and you can transmute that energy because you understand the science of inner alchemy. So when I talk about the inner sun science and technology, I'm speaking about basically the science of alchemy, which no one have ever taught that to me. Okay, many times people reach out to me and ask me if I join anything, if I join this, if I join that, if I'm a part of this, if I'm a part of that. No. I've been initiated divinely. Okay, my ancestors have chosen me since I was 17 years of age when they put that rainbow around my head as an aura. as a halo around my head. And when I was 30 years of age, when the black man walked out from the ball of fire that doesn't consume and give me my commission, that black man had Ethiopian features, okay? And please don't judge me, because I'm not a Rastafarian and I don't believe in what they believe in terms of they look into someone on the outside. But I respect the fact that they look into someone that is in their own image and their own likeness. I respect that, okay? So don't ever get me wrong and put anything to what I am saying. Okay, you see, when you understand that the oldest Bible come out of Ethiopia, why they remove certain books out of the Ethiopian Bible and so on, okay, then you start to understand a little bit more, okay, what I'm really talking about. You know, when you start to accept the fact that the Bible is all mind science, then you have, you know, I understand what I'm talking about. So basically, this is basically an invitation for people who really vibrate with me, because you will definitely have to be a part of my Patreon community to link with me, whereby when you wake up all in the morning, you know, instead of you following a whole nation of people doing a bunch of rituals, you know, pointing to some god on the outside and some lord and some master with blonde hair and blue eye, and, you know, they're religious concepts and belief, of which if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you could just go right back to 2020 to 2022. Okay, and I could go deep into that, but, you know, you see, when you understand the Bible says that the rich rule out over the poor and the borrower is a slave to the lender, you see how many of them had yokes around the neck and talking about the protesting and talking about the praying and calling on Jesus. When they had all the data on you. Okay, so I don't want to go into certain things at this time, so I'm just doing this video for people who are open-minded and what people who are willing to at least go on my Patreon, okay? And if you're willing to at least, you know, donate 20 or more US dollars, okay, to join me in my 9 morning meditations and rituals, the things that I will show you to do. For 9 mornings, I'll be producing a video for you, and the video will be available, you know, to you to listen, and you would be given certain instructions of what you want to do and what you feel led to do, because there's many different rituals you can do. You see, when people wake up in mornings and they get in the Heritage Square and so on, they're doing rituals, you know, but they won't believe it's rituals they're doing. When people go to church Sundays and Saturdays, what do you think they're doing? They're doing rituals. When you go to school, what you think you're doing? You're doing rituals. They're all programs, okay? So basically, you know, as a mind coach, what I'm doing, I'm teaching you how to unlearn, relearn, and reprogram your subconscious mind. It's just like how a mechanic walk on a vehicle, just like how someone would walk on a plane in a hangar and so on. It's just the same thing, you know what I mean? I'm a mind coach, okay? I'm not a pastor, a religious man. I do not come from the ecclesiastical cloth. Even though I went to Bible school, when I went to Bible school, the first thing shocked me is when they said that the Bible was not 66 books. Certain books was taken or called the Apocrypha and so on. And when they gave the reasons why, okay, because I was a boy still going to school, bishops at the time, and I was going to this Bible school with the New Testament Church of God in the place, the church they used to call Mother Priam Church, right where they had the car wash right now, right next to Stoplight Restaurant, right across to the church used to be. So I don't tell lies, you know. And I refuse us to graduate and thing. You know, that's another subject for another time, because the dean of the Bible school wanted me to wrap up empty paper, you know, I wanted me to come back the next year and all of that. And then I say, but anyway, maybe get into all of that though, you know what I mean? Just recently I saw him short him up and thing. So my brother, my sisters, if you're listening to me, you know what I mean, I want to take you on a journey, okay, to discover in you is a power that you can use to achieve your every desire. Then you will understand that if you seek first this kingdom that is within you, okay, that all these things that you desire in this world will be added unto you, okay? And the wishing hours that you're gonna wake up, those are the most powerful and most magical hours, okay? And I want you to utilize and activate what's inside of you if you are open-minded. I'm gonna give you an experience of the real, true 9 morning. See, the rain is coming, so I have to, you know, get my glass up and so on. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna give you the real 9 morning celebration that our ancestors left here for us to participate in. You see, as I come to close here, most people believe that our people didn't have any knowledge about the Bible, and only when the Europeans came here or the colonizers came here that they really know about the Bible. But no, it's not true. Okay, and they didn't know anything about any white Jesus. Okay, or any white Messiah. They knew this thing was only for the wise and that it was mystical. They knew it's a book of mind science. Okay, that's why I'm gonna teach you how to unfold your mind for results. And remember, results don't argue and results don't tell lie. So please, if you know me, don't meet me and try to challenge me and try to argue with me. If you want to do anything, okay, here is social media. I show myself on social media. You could come on social media and tell the people why the Bible is not a book of mind science and why your word that it was not false a thought or false an idea in your mind. And then you could tell the people that a word is not a thought expressed. Then you could tell the people that everything in this world, whether is it house, land, money, you name it, you could tell them that it wasn't false a thought or false an idea or false imagine. Then you could tell them that all the books that have been written, including the Bible, that it wasn't false a thought. It wasn't false an idea. It wasn't false imagine. It wasn't false in someone's mind. Okay? The invention of electricity, all of these things, you could tell them so. Okay, and you could tell them, it's religious people who came up with these ideas because God blessed them so much, because they're so special. I can go into a lot of things, but this is just an invitation to those who are resonating with me and you're willing to invest in yourself. Okay, this invitation is for you to join me for some real 9 morning meditation and many other rituals I will teach you. Okay, so I will make sure I do also a video on meditation, or really and truly how to really meditate, what's it really all about. And everything I'll be showing you, I'll show you in the Bible, okay? So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. And I want to say to you, if you haven't subscribed already, to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, whatsoever you desire, I will encourage you. You desire my books, whatever you may desire. You want to be a part of my Patreon community. You want to learn more from me. You want to do a one-on-one with me, whatever. Okay, reach out. The links are down below. Let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So that being said, I just want to say peace. Love you all.